Hi guys, and welcome to part 3 of my walk along the Great North Road, recommencing from Holloway Road, the tube station which is right behind me, and I'm going that way, which is heading towards Edinburgh. Let's rock and roll. So guys, just a few minutes walk just from Holloway Road tube station is the Coronet. I came here about 2 years ago. This was a Wetherspoons bar, but it's now owned by somebody else who loves this beautiful decor from the 1920s. Absolutely stunning. At the top end of the Holloway Road, just about to come into Archway, there's a big flowery bush of Dick Whittington's cat, which lies on the outskirts of Whittington Park. That kind of gives you a clue what I'm going to see next on this journey up the Great North Road. Right, so I've just taken a turning up Highgate Hill. That's the A1 and Archway just there. Some brilliant architecture around here, and as you can see, it's a very hilly hill. And as I mentioned earlier, Dick Whittington area. So that's the Dick Whittington Hospital. And here is a statue of his cat. And this is the place when Dick Whittington ran away from central London. He stopped here, turned around, and heard the bells of Bow Church, which is 4 miles away down there. Now you've got a lot of buildings in the way, so you can't see Bow Church, but he heard the bells here and then he turned around. But however, my first stop of the day is the Whittington Stone pub, which is on Cask Marque, and I'm here for my first half. So guys, in the heart of Navigational Square in Archway is the Archway Tavern. As you can see, it's all closed up. I'm a little bit early, so the pub is shut, so I won't be going inside today. However, I will be coming back because it's got a bit of pop history. It's known for, the inside was used for the photograph for the album by the Kinks, Muswell Hillbillies, which came out in the 1970s. I think it's their 4th or 5th studio album, and it was done inside this pub here, so I will be coming back to check it out. So just outside Archway is what the area is known for, Archway Bridge. That's what the area has called itself after. The bridge just up there, still on the Great North Road, and it was known in the past as Suicide Bridge. People used to chuck themselves off this bridge and commit suicide basically. Apparently there's safety features on tops now, and this is looking into Archway, so let's go on top of the bridge and find out what all the fuss is about. So guys, I'm on top of the Archway Bridge, officially known as Hornsey Lane Bridge. As you can see, there's a lot of safety features already being put in place. I think it's been here about nearly 15 years. And down there, that is central London. And over that side, can you see? That is now going into, is it Haringey or Hornsey? God knows, I'm just following the road. Right, I'm just about to come into the Finchley area. I've just come from that direction, that's the A1. And it goes that way, the A1, that's the new A1, that's the Barnet bypass, which basically goes through Mill Hill and Barnet and up to South Midlands to the A1 bracket M and bracket, which was built in the 60s. However, I am carrying on this road, which is the Great North Road, and it takes me through East Finchley, North Finchley and up to Chipping Barnet. Great North Road, Great North Road. Get a bit sick of this 1960s architecture around here, but I've now just entered the London Borough of Barnet, so I'm in East Finchley and I'm heading north still. I've taken a side trip off the A1. The A1 is all the way down there in East Finchley, but here is Fortis Green. That house there was the house where Dave and Ray Davies of the Kinks were born in, and this is the pub where they did their first ever gig together and the very last gig for the Kinks back in the mid-90s. Let's go and check it out. Good morning guys, so I'm continuing the walk. I'm back here at East Finchley. The other day I had to stop here at East Finchley because I had to get home very quickly, had a phone call. So I've returned to East Finchley and I'm going to carry on my walk up the Great North Road towards North Finchley and Chipping Barnet, and hopefully that'll be the finishing point. If not, if I've got it in my legs, I might walk a bit further. So I've made it to the North Circular, the A406. Absolutely rubbish road, but it's a landmark on the Great North Road. Now we're going into the heart of the borough of Barnet. Right, so I've just walked the first 2 miles of today. I'm now in North Finchley. I'm glad to get out of North Finchley, to be honest. I was glad to get out of East Finchley, but a bit of a dive. But up here, coming up to my first pub of the day, the Tally Ho, which is, I think, a former coaching hint. A bit more on my blog later. I'm going for a quick drink. Right, final bit of London. I'm going up the hill into Chipping Barnet. Going from South Barnet, East Barnet. I think I'm in High Barnet. What Barnet? I ain't got a freaking clue, Barnet. But over there, in the far background, used to be a football stadium called Underhill, home of Barnet Football Club, who now play non-league football. Ha 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 ha, because I'm a Stevenage fan, I'm allowed to say that. However, I used to go there a few times in my late teenage years when Barnet were a Football League club, and I actually used to like their old stadium. Nice, tiny, compact, had some atmosphere as well, but they moved to some place over near Stanmore, and their new ground is soulless, believe me. So, and anyway, over there behind me is the end of the Northern Line. So for the Great North Road, we will not see any more London Underground. Oh well, but I will be following the Great North Road along the East Coast Main Line, and I'm sure a few other railway lines as well. Right, not far from the next pub. Yee! Just north of Barnet, Chipping Barnet that is, not East Barnet, Hard Barnet, South Barnet, whatever Barnet, is a monument in the Hadley area. I know it as Hadley Wood because of the nearby train station, but this was a monument erected in 1740 to commemorate those who lost their lives in the Battle of Barnet. Yes, there was a battle in Barnet, believe it or not between Stevenage and Barnet fans in the lofty days of the Conference in League Two, you know. Yeah, so 30,000 people lost their lives here, and it's basically a battle between the House of York and the House of Lancaster, and they're fighting for the crown or something. I'm going to do a bit of research because I've only just come across this. I've totally forgotten about the Battle of Barnet, so I'm going to put more information in my blog. But however, 30,000 lives just to fight over a crown. Come on guys, keep your battles up north, don't bring it down to Hertfordshire. Yes, Barnet was part of Hertfordshire until 1960s, I believe. Hertfordshire got fed up with Barnet and we sold it to the Greater London Authority, so Barnet became part of London. So anyway, this is my last point in London, I believe, on the Great North Road. I think I'm about to head into my first county. Hey guys, it's the first pub in Hertfordshire outside London on the Great North Road, the Great Duke of York in Bentley Heath. I think I'll have a quick one here. Sure the missus won't mind. So another milestone reached. It's the M25. Thank God this is the only time during the walk that I would have to cross it. Completed in the mid-1980s after a mismatch of motorways which were all linked together, and finally it's the Orbital Road of London. Woo! So this motorway circles London since the mid-1980s. It's got 31 junctions, plus a little bit of a road where the Dartford crossing is. What a beautiful structure. Right, let's get into proper Hertfordshire and the town of Potter's Bar. To Potter's Bar, so only recently I found out why it's called Potter's Bar, because basically in the fields behind me where the M25 is, the glorious M25, a lot of pottery from the Roman times was found around here, so that's where the potters come from. And the bar basically means somewhere in the region, or basically a toll gate where they used to have tolls along the old Great North Road for the old horse and carts. So basically, pottery toll, not Potter's Bar. It's the blandest of names in Hertfordshire, believe me. It's not very, that sounds a bit dull, doesn't it, Potter's Bar? I'm sure we'll go through some exciting places in Hertfordshire, so follow me.